So now let's just raise the bar of difficulty. Let me just give it a model that doesn't only have some Excel related error but some logical and foundational errors. Let's see if it can catch the reasoning and not just the math. Now, just looking at the quality of output again that it provides, make it absolutely stand out versus other AI models. Because the kind of clarity that it has in terms of whatever I have asked for, the way it is presenting the data, the kind of value add it is doing from its own end is absolutely mind blowing. Now let me just open my file. It says in P&L tab, cell D24E and F24, D, E and F24, all three cell reference assumption B12, that is the effective tax rate of 24%, ignoring the higher rate modeled in the assumptions for the later years. Okay, so here the tax rate actually changes for the year, but the model by error is picking the tax rate for the year 24 only. Okay, it does sometimes happen when we don't reference with the due care. P&L tab again, D6. Okay, it is saying in the assumption tabs where we have certain adjustments for the cogs built in, it has not considered this productivity savings into the cogs and just the raw material and labor cost changes, which has overstated cogs and understated gross profit. Okay, moving on to the cash flow. Is saying AR changes has inverted sign. Okay, so I think this is a very common problem while incorporating the working capital changes. Sometime we do get confused between how to treat current assets and current liabilities changes in terms of increase and decrease. So this is a common problem with the cash flows. So it is saying in AR the change has an inverted sign. Now moving on to cash flow again, D12 is changes to the inventory. It has again highlighted an inverted sign that is happening with the inventory changes. For P&L, D10, E10, F10, which is our R&D line. So here it is saying that our R&D line is increasing at a static percentage, which is hard coded within the cell. So versus say sales and marketing cost, which is growing in line with the revenue growth. So incorporating a scenario could create a problem where we have the growth factored within the cell itself instead of coming from the assumptions tab. It is fair enough. And then going to the DCF tab here, it again highlights the tax issue. So it is the same issue that we saw earlier, where the tax has been applied at a consistent rate instead of at an increased rate for the later years. And then our revenue build tab, which says average selling price USD uses 24 FX rate. Okay. Often, while converting the transactions from one currency to other, it is very important to apply the right rate to the right transaction. So here, FX rate has been incorrectly applied to cell C13, which is here. So here in both the years it is referencing to the same exchange rate, while the exchange rate for 2023 could have been different. So in case it is not available, we can have a note attached to it, but it cannot simply assume last year's rate without mentioning it anywhere in the model. So again, I would say it has done a brilliant job in terms of identifying the errors in the model, which are not very intuitive. And in case we would need to do the sanity check of all the logics, it would easily take hours altogether.